Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Retro Bliss, and you're on the Retro Bliss Rewind podcast. Welcome. Good evening to everybody. We're going to be having a lot of fun tonight. We're going to be talking about our top 5 Intellivision favorites. Actually, I say that because the thumbnail that I uploaded was wrong. I had corrected it on my laptop, and I thought I uploaded it, but maybe it just didn't fix. So that will be fixed after the stream. I don't have time right now. But anyway, I digress. Let's get to the panel and just start talking about Intellivision. All right. Mike from Mike's Gaming Gala, Ryan from BD Retro Mods, and who could do an Intellivision show without this guy? Casey, the
Intellivision
Gamer.
But it wouldn't be as good.
I tell you what,
it wouldn't be quite as Intellivision as it should be.
I will say that now I can't speak for Brian. I can speak for me, but I know these two. I can't point right. I feel like we at least have 2 out of the 4 are what I would consider Intellivision somewhat experts. So they have a little bit more of a grasp of the library than I do. Now I can't, like I said, I can't speak for Brian. I don't know what his experience with the library is, but I know that mine is very limited. So, and the only reason I know these guys because they have channels and they stream them. So Brian doesn't stream,
but Brian,
I think, like that. So,
like, because I didn't have an Intellivision when I was a kid. If I'm not mistaken, Brian, you had an Intellivision as a kid.
Yeah, Intellivision 2 was my first.
Well, there you go. So I'm 3 of these things belong together. 3 are the same, but one of these things doesn't belong here.
Yeah. Well, no, it's just, but full disclosure though, like at least with mine, I haven't really dabbled in much homebrew on the Intellivision, just simply because I don't have one of the flash carts to play the game. What is the JLP? Is that it? Is that what it is? Yeah. JLP. So I don't have a flash cart that can run that, so I haven't really dabbled.
The Backbit will play most of them.
Yes,
they can be made to work.
Even the Perco card isn't bad.
Hold the phones. It's Mr. Baseman's birthday today, and he's celebrating with us. Happy birthday, Mr. Baseman.
Happy birthday, Mr. B. What's going on, man? That guy is phenomenal on the bass. I gave him that name because he sent me a video. He was filling in for a Rush band down in Florida, and he made Geddy Lee look bad.
So JLP works on most of the backbit. With the backbit, you and I will have to talk, so I can actually maybe dabble in more of the homebrew.
There's only a couple, maybe at most, that won't work.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what we traditionally do when we do top 5 shows. We're going to start with Mike, and we're going to go around the clock, and then we're going to just kind of share our top 5. That's it. So let's just go ahead and get started.
And there was a comment saying that we should, and I think maybe at the end we can just quickly do it, but we should name 1 or 2 of our least favorite. If, like, just off the top of your head, if you can think. Think of them.
I have a few.
But that's there are definitely some stinkers on the Intellivision.
We were talking about this prior to the show, and I was talking to Mike about his knowledge of the library, and he kind of said that out of how many titles,
that I was going to say that before Casey came on, so I wouldn't get in trouble. Now you're trying to get me in trouble.
It's all right.
There are about 40 really good games for the Intellivision, and the rest of them are meh or bad.
I've never did that crunch. Now you're going to make
from
me
the
do
original
that
library. I'm just spitballing that number. Like, it's still, it's probably a similar percentage to most consoles, but it's not the biggest library, and especially for today, it's.
Now, are you talking
there are
like
absolutely
that you really like, and the rest are like, man?
So I would say 40 that are like a 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 10. There's a lot of 6s, but I don't want to see. Phil, you got me in trouble right off the bat.
I'm sorry.
I told you that in confidence.
I didn't know it was a confidential.
I specifically said before Casey's on, let me tell you this.
Well, I thought it was because you want him.
That number is going to be different with everyone. It depends on the type of games you like. So, but now you've got me wondering, like, if I do that, where I would be, because I don't like them all.
Oh, no. And you're never going to, it doesn't matter how great a system is. Some of the games are going to not be good, but yes, it's going to be different. And I love Mr. Post style. As always, is succinct. Casey, Mike said that your favorite console sucks just before you got here. Signed, Retro Bliss. All right, but we're going to talk about good games because there are lots of good games. And my number 5 is Tron Deadly Discs. It's a pretty basic pick, I think. It's a lot of fun. I mean, I love the fact that you can run one direction and shoot the other. And especially if you use like the 8-bit widgets coupler for 2 controllers, you don't have to stop running in order to shoot back, because if you're using one controller. You don't have a hard time
with that?
What?
Like doing that coupler, which I do like for some, but I have played that game for so long, it messes me up. I'm so used to.
But you had an Intellivision when you were a kid.
Yeah,
I did not. So my muscle memory is only about 15 years old. It's not 50 years old, right? So,
oh, thanks.
I was talking about the age of the console, which you're right, isn't quite 50 years old, but you recently turned 50.
I am.
Yes. But it's fun, and as Dr. Scott says, yeah, it's even fun on Atari, but it is better on Intellivision because you can run one way, shoot the other way, because you use the number pad to aim your disc. Yeah, it's a simple game, but it's a lot of fun. And it's a great, I consider it a great palate cleanser game. Just like, oh, I'm going to play a really long, play session on this game, and then I just need a little palate cleanser in between, and then I'll go play another, like an AD&D or something that'll take a long time. Yeah, so that's my number 5.
Good choice.
I haven't played that game a lot. It is in the Retro Bliss Ninja competition. Today's the last day, by the way.
Yes.
We're going to do one later.
Yep. So, all right, Brian, you're up. What's your number 5?
Yeah, my number 5. I mean, it's nothing overly fancy, but is Space Armada, because I honestly played that before I played Space Invaders on the 2600, and I think it's a good adaptation of Space Invaders. I think it's a lot of fun and stays true to the the core mechanics of Space Invaders, and and for being on the Intellivision, it's pretty colorful too, like with the different creature graphics and stuff, and it's just one I enjoy. It's just a simple one to pick up and play. So
that's one that Mr. Baseman we mentioned earlier is one of his favorites. So he has mentioned that to me on a number of occasions. So yeah, it's a good shooter.
Johnny M.
I like it now. I didn't have it as a kid growing up, unfortunately.
Johnny M. hails from Ontario, Canada. So do I. Welcome.
Mike's neighbor.
Right. All right.
He might be my neighbor. Ontario is bigger than Texas, dude.
You said one day it's the New York City of Canada.
Toronto is the New York City.
I thought you said, never mind. All right. Casey, you're up.
All right. For mine, I'm going to switch over.
Oh, so look at this fancy.
My number 5 is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. It's a game I played a lot as a kid. It scared the crap out of me when I was young. I was 5, and when you played on fast mode, and you got that. It's like you jumped. It was something that I loved playing as a kid, and I still enjoy it. It's such a simple pick up and play game, and there's different difficulty levels, and I've always enjoyed this from a young age, and still go to it every now and then.
It is definitely one of the the really early adventure style games.
Yes.
You know, I wouldn't go so far as to say it's a role playing game.
No.
I'm outside of the fact that any game you play where you're playing a character, you are role playing as that character, I suppose.
Yeah, I would agree with
But
that.
it's definitely in that kind of Legend of Zelda vibe, the adventure kind of vibe. It's a great game.
I'll have to play that more. I'm not. That's one I haven't really played. I know of it, but I haven't really played it. So
It's
Yeah,
more
Phil
like
Speed
an
is more
action
shooters.
game.
if it's not a shooter or a puzzle game, it's like, what do I do now?
I can't complain with those choices either, Phil.
All right. Well, I lied. I said that I had video of all of mine. I have all but number 2. I forgot. I forgot what my number 2 was, and I did the
So
wrong
number
video.
2 took a dump.
Yeah. So, excuse me. I'll be back. Anyway, my number 5 is Shark.
Good game.
Yeah.
I never played this. I never played this as a a kid. I never even heard of it. And during the Amico thing and all that, everybody's talking about this new Shark game coming out, and I'm like, new? What is Shark? I never heard of it, and so and it's just so much fun to play, and it's not that I'm great at it, but the idea of the game is that you're a fish and you have to eat other fish, but you can't eat fish that are bigger than you, and if they can eat you, and there's a shark in the water, and you cannot let him eat you, but you can nibble at his tail for extra points, or is it either extra points or extra food? I can't remember.
Points.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. It's very addicting and can be frustrating at times. But I've enjoyed it. I actually bought the new version that the Intellivision came out with before Atari bought them out. And it's okay, but really the gameplay, the graphics are a little better, but they're not great.
Intellivision did not bring that out. BBG Entertainment did. They bought the rights. That's
Okay,
why Atari does not own Shark or Astro Smash.
Oh, you're talking about that new one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is a precursor. So my kids used to really like a game. I think it was called like Snake.io or something like that, where you were a snake and there's like, but this was like massive, like all online. And so you start as a small snake, and if you are able to bite the back ends of other snakes, you can get, like, they break into all these different balls, and you pick up the balls and you get bigger. And so it's the exact same kind of idea.
My nephews play that, and my kids.
Yeah. So like it's a fun concept that has lasted.
Yeah, it's very addicting. A lot of fun to play. Like I said, the graphics aren't anything to write home about, but the gameplay is good. I like it. So anyway, that's my number 5.
That's a good number 5. My number 4 usually surprises people. And because we had done a similar episode a couple months ago, I think, on Casey's channel with different people. And when this came on my list, I was pleasantly surprised that people were like, "Oh yeah." And so my number 4 is Triple Action. And it's Triple Action for one reason and one reason only, and that's I love biplanes. I love biplanes. It's got like,
I think everybody has that same thing about that game right there.
It has the physics that you need to keep your momentum and all that stuff. It's unfortunately, at least with Triple Action, it's unfortunately one that you need another player to play, and that is a big letdown on a lot of original Intellivision games, especially the sports ones. There's no one-player option, and my kids generally don't want to play Intellivision with me. They have before, but
a lot of the later sports games do have AI. It's the early ones.
Yeah. So, it's one, like, if you've got a friend over and you're going to play some Intellivision, play you some biplanes. That game is so much fun.
I'm gonna have to
That
check
was a
that one
game
out
that
too.
they did a lot of contests, you know, with amongst the programmers on that game too. That was a game that they always played.
And it's honestly one, like, it should not get a cartridge release, but if somebody hacked it so that you could play against an AI opponent, I would absolutely pay money for that ROM.
Is Michael Hayes still in the chat?
Yeah, Michael Hayes or David could, or whoever. Please just give me a one-player biplanes.
That's one thing about the Intellivision is that they Atari did it to an extent, but I think Intellivision kind of took it to a next level where they put out games that required two players in a lot of ways. So at least that I've seen, and that's probably why I have not experienced some of them. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. That sounds like
Michael Hayes,
it would be fun.
Do it for me, man.
I think he's saying, "Yep, he's here."
Yes, yep, he's here, and now I'm saying, do it.
Now he's saying, "Yep, I'll do it."
Yep.
Yeah.
All right,
do it,
Brian.
Michael. Yo, he said yes. Okay, great.
Yeah, so my number 4 is Demon Attack, and I mean, I prefer the Intellivision version over the Atari version when it comes to that particular game, and maybe it's because I played it on Intellivision first, but I mean, I like the fact that it had a more variety of enemies, and then you had a boss fight to go do like after the waves, and then you would go back down and pretty much rinse and repeat. But I don't know. I found that to be a really fun game, and I really like the character designs on that one when you compare it to the Atari version. So
Mr. Baseman here, he agrees with you. I completely disagree. I play the Intellivision version, and I'm like, this is just Phoenix. Whereas I play the Atari version, it's got like the audio that gives you the feeling. I don't need a boss fight. I just need to. But also, that might be because I grew up as an Atari kid, and that's the one. And it was one of my favorite games on the 2600. So nowadays, like, I plug in Demon Attack on the Intellivision, I'm like, oh, it's just Phoenix.
But the sprites and the enemies coming at you and the background,
they're different,
and the bosses,
but they look.
It's like a different game to me.
It's a very different feel. Yeah.
So don't bring this up again, Mike. But I like the boss battle. That's what wins it for me. But I love the sounds and how the Atari plays better than the Intellivision. But the boss fight, that does it for me. But I do like two key components to the Atari version better.
And like I said, if I
and post it everywhere.
And the thing is if I would have probably played the Atari version first, I might feel different.
I get it. Don't think that I'm like crapping on your choice.
Oh no, I'm not thinking that at all. It's just, I mean, I definitely see the points. It's just like I said, that was the one I played first, so it was just like
nostalgia's going to be a huge part of it. Yeah,
so when I played the Atari version, and like that was Demon Attack. So then when I played Demon Attack on the Atari, I'm like, this doesn't feel like Demon Attack. I mean,
yeah, and I guess that's the same feeling I got when I played Demon Attack on the Intellivision. I'm like, where's the dun dun dun?
Right.
I love the sound and the noise it makes whenever they connect up. Yeah, like I love that one.
Mr. Baseman, if it wasn't your birthday, I'd tell you off right now, but you get a pass today.
All right, Casey, number 4.
All right,
Night Stalker.
My number 4 is Night Stalker. I don't know if you guys, let me see if you can see the box. So this is a game. All these are games I had as a kid. That's what I picked my top 5 from, and I played a lot of Night Stalker. And it's still fun to go back to this day, although usually I'm playing Miss Night Stalker, to be honest. But great game, never gets old for me, and I really enjoy it.
Now, for me, I not having had it in television, and I'm kind of learning even now the Intellivision and games. For those of you who don't know, you move your sprite with the disc, but you have to shoot with the numbers on the number pad. So
Yep.
I
Like Tron.
I was like, how do you fire? I can't fire. I don't know how do you do? You know, I'm hitting the side button. What am I supposed to do? I read the instructions, right? Okay. So I figured it out. And I'm like, I struggle with it now. With Michael Hayes's front end, the PID EJL front end for the JZINTV emulator. That's a lot of fun to say.
A lot of letters.
Yeah. It's a little easier because you can move with the arrow keys or the number keys on your keyboard and then move your sprite. So in emulation is easier for me, but like on the console, I struggle.
And I believe on the 2600, this is Dark Caverns. I think that's the name of it.
Yes.
Yeah,
I like it on both systems, but I really like, again, the fact that you can run one direction and shoot the other.
It almost requires like a dual stick, right? Right?
If somebody BD Retro Mods mapped a second joystick to the number pad, that would work really well.
Ooh.
I mean, I have one for 2600, but I don't have
one.
But
I will say that, again, unless you're using two controllers, there is an interrupt. So if you're moving one direction and then you press a number on the number pad, it pauses you moving that direction.
Oh.
Now, Mr. Baseman, when I said I'll give you a pass, he said, do it. So I'm going to try. You slack-jawed, birthday-having, cake-eating, present-getting, dirty dog.
That was
pretty mild. He knows he could have got it a lot worse.
Yes.
All right. My number. Are you done, Casey? I'm sorry.
Yep, I'm done. Sorry,
Did
I'm
you wanna
just
talk about
waiting.
It's like, sorry, I just like playing it.
Yeah, he
moved
kind of got
on.
lost in the moment there.
No.
My number 4, Burger Time. Let me hit play so y'all can see what's going on.
Damn
here.
good game.
Oh yeah,
This,
my favorite.
You know,
version.
now, the screen, the layout of the screen, and the sprite sizes and everything are just totally off of the original port. But there are many that I've heard say that they prefer this version over even the arcade version, and it's very fun. It's very addicting.
I'm one of them.
Yeah. So this is a port. You know, it's not an original Intellivision game, but it kind of is.
This is original Intellivision version.
Yeah, and it's just so much fun to play. And I've had a lot of enjoyment doing that. But again, you know, familiarity for me is a big thing when it comes to video games, especially at my age. Just like, you know, oh yeah, I know that game. Oh yeah, I know that game. Oh yeah, I know that game. So, you know, there are times that it's like, oh well, I don't know if I should try that game. I've never heard of that, but this isn't one of them. So yeah, if you've never played Burger Time for the Intellivision, this is one you need to play.
I have a feeling that I would be honestly surprised if Burger Time did not show up 3 more times.
No comment.
I'm sure.
I will just say I'm surprised
it
it came up so early.
Yeah, it is absolutely a top 10 or a top 5 Intellivision game.
It usually comes up in everyone's top 5. Most people.
Well, that's another thing too. I forgot to say at the onset. Some months back, somebody had a top 5 show on their channel. But I think 2 of the guys that were on that program are on the panel tonight. So I would like to know, before you go on, are your picks the same as they were?
There is one difference on my list, and the order changed a little bit.
That happens
because it is a like, it depends on how you're feeling any given day.
Right. Exactly. That's my point. You know, your mood, your gaming tendency at the time, because that all changes, man. It's just like it's like your taste buds. You know, that changes over time. So you know, your gaming taste.
being one of those two people that was on it, let's stop beating around the bush. It was Casey's show a few months ago, and he had a bunch of people on, and I was one of them. There was Cyrus Martin, there was DJC, and I think there was Brian from Brian's Man Cave as well, right?
There's several shows. I can't remember if that one had 4 or 5.
Yeah. But this one, I sincerely doubt is going to have. I laughed so hard. I made fun of DJC for this, but it is a nostalgic pick, and that's fine. But he actually had Donkey Kong, the Intellivision version of Donkey Kong.
Oh, I remember that.
highway.
I'm like, what are you talking about?
It is a bad version.
He has
But
a score that I've never seen anyone get close to.
Because he's the only one that likes it, apparently. That's fine.
I just can't play it with the homebrew options. I just can't.
They're much better. They're much better.
DK Arcade? Just
any of those.
They're much better than the original.
My number 3. This one, so I have never been a fan. I've never been good at maze games, and therefore I don't play them tons. Lock and Chase, especially on the Intellivision, I suck at. I suck at so bad that's why I have not done a review of the 8K version of Lock and Chase, is because I can beat one level and that's it. But there is one maze game that I love above all others.
I know which one it is.
And the Champ Games version is probably the best console version, but this one is half a percentage lower, and it's Ladybug on the Intellivision. It is a great version. One of my favorite ways to play Ladybug. I actually prefer this and the Champ Games version to the arcade. I'm pretty decent at it. I beat Operation Shutdown, who is the maze game master. I beat him in the Retro Bliss Ninja Contest for Ladybug. It's the only version, the only maze game that I'm any good at. Although I do have to play more Mousetrap, because I do like Mousetrap. I'm not the biggest Pac-Man fan in the world, but Ladybug and Mousetrap are they're good games. But Ladybug is just absolutely, it's my favorite maze game. I'm pretty good at it, and this is one of my favorite versions of it.
I like that version. Didn't have as a kid. Not very good at it either, but it is fun.
Ladybug in general is a fun game. I've played that game. Now, there was in the competition, you did mention, I'm sorry, I was a little distracted. Did you mention the high score problem with that game?
With Ladybug? No, it was with Venture.
Oh, okay, I thought it was with Ladybug also.
No, it was
There was
Venture.
something going on with Ladybug. I couldn't remember what it was. Wasn't it?
I think it was the upset, because I actually beat the Maze King.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
yeah, the score doesn't, at least to the scores that we've gotten, we haven't looped it or anything like that.
Okay. All right. You know what it was? We did the other game, and then I replaced it with Ladybug that month. That's what I did.
Operation Shutdown is watching. He says, I understand why that deserves bragging rights. Yes, I wouldn't be as proud of it if you weren't so good at maze games.
And he's so humble about it.
No, I'm going to stick. Hey, if you want me to be humble, don't make me be humble about Ladybug.
Okay. All right. All right. Brian, number 3.
So my number 3 is Atlantis. And again, I grew up on this one before playing the Atari version. And I honestly, again, kind of like with some of my others, I think it's just the better port of the game, when it comes between the two. I do like the controls better, like the Intellivision controller when it comes to Atlantis plays very well in my opinion. And yeah, I really like it, because I like being able to use the side buttons, the shoot, have the little saucer go, and having the IntelliDisc actually works really well for that game. Being able to move around and stuff. And it
has to, because you need the 16-way in that game.
Yeah, I mean, the movement I find a lot better than the Atari version. Not that the Atari version's bad. It's just I do think this one was a better version of the two.
Yeah, I think that's totally fair. I think I agree with you. The controls expand the gameplay on the Intellivision version.
Now, for me, it's kind of like you guys were talking about with Demon Attack. I had only played it on the 2600. So when I played Atlantis, started playing Atlantis for the Intellivision, it was good. It was good. I liked it, but it was just not. It was just more odd. I wish I would have. You know, if I had to choose, I probably would pick the 2600 version. But that's because that's what I grew up with.
This is probably sacrilegious. I've never been the biggest Atlantis fan in the first place.
So
I'm not looking at the 2600 version as something that is sacrosanct.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, like I said, I played that one a lot. I just thought it was cool having like the daytime and then go to the nighttime. You know, to try to take the stuff out, and then just being able to go out with the saucer and shoot to the left or right sides to help and everything. I don't know. I thought it was just really cool for its time. And again, at that point, I wasn't playing a ton of games. So it was just like, wow, this one's really neat and unique compared to other ones I've messed with. So
did you save
it definitely,
nighttime?
I did save the saucer for nighttime.
Yeah. Yep. And it definitely, like I said, it definitely added more to it. I think the reason that I wasn't like, again, I liked the game. I didn't dislike it. It's just wasn't one of my go-tos on the 2600 it did seem a little too simplistic for me. But I agree with Mr. Baseman. Cosmic Arc rules. I love Cosmic Arc.
All right. Well, Casey.
All right, number 3. I'll show the box first. Tron Deadly Discs. This is a game I played a ton as a kid, had it early on, and it's still fun to go to this day.
It's a great pick up and play game. There's no I've got to keep playing to get to the fun part.
The issue is the games, once you get good, they take forever. You can play literally for quite a while before dying once you get good at it.
But that's kind of the point.
Yeah. Well, you don't always have. I mean, when you're a kid, yes, but you don't always have all that time, as adults.
No.
Well, and here's the thing. It is also one of those games, unless you're trying to go for a high score, you could just turn it off at any time.
Yes. I could never do that unless I was being made to leave.
And this is another game that is on the Retro Bliss Ninja Contest. If you're playing, you got to play it tonight, though.
Before I wake up.
I'm going to have to play it tonight because I procrastinated. I got 2 games in, but not the Intellivision game.
I have a t-shirt that says procrastinate now. So
yes.
Good. I think it's a good pick. I mean, obviously I thought something about the game in order, by putting it in the competition, wanting to pick an Intellivision game, even though I've not played it a lot. I do like it. It is fun. So.
Yeah. And I love when you get a whole pile of doors open on the side, and then you, like Casey just did, you start teleporting around, and haha, you didn't get me.
Yeah.
Some people don't know, whenever you get hit and you move slow, you go back and forth through some doors and you can recover quicker.
Yeah.
I did not even know that.
I'm pretty sure.
And this guy, you always got to line up perfect.
Got him.
There you go.
Loser. Okay.
Loser.
Wait a minute. This isn't live Retro Bliss.
Yeah, if we
gameplay.
do talk about so this is the second time Timeless Tony has chimed in about Tron. The other 2 Tron games, Mazatron isn't awful, but Solar Sailor is one of the worst Intellivision games. I hate that game so much.
So I guess that's not going to be on your list.
It's not going to be on my
favorite
list.
Tron game. The other one I like is a homebrew, and it came out for Atari, but not an original. But I like that
Tron's
one.
Adventure.
Yep.
Tron's Adventure, I'd say, is probably the second best Tron game, but it's a low bar to get second best.
All right. Good choice. Good choice. So we're at my number 3 already. Man, we're moving right along. Okay. I picked Worm Whomper.
Good
Worm
one.
Whomper. Hold on a second. Where's Oh, there it is. Okay, hold on a minute. I want to hit play so you guys can kind of see what's going on. So you have these stalks of corn that you've got to defend from the worms and snails and um, slugs and all these different creatures that can come at you over time. And you have unlimited regular shots, and then you have like these
Bug bombs.
Yeah, bug bombs that you can. But you have like in this right now, I only have like 3 of them right there. If they touch the stalks of corn, then it depends on what touches them. If it's just the regular worms, they wilt. But if they're if the bigger ones, they can just eat them all together. Now, what I liked about this game, I had never heard of this game, and the guys had suggested that this game for our Retro Bliss Ninja contest because I was looking for a good game, and I'm like, Worm Whomper, what's that? And since I started playing that, I've just gotten very addicted to this game. To me, and this is what I have said, it is a cross between Stampede and Missile Command. You know, you've got to defend the stalks of corn, but yet there's all these things coming at you, and you got to do it in your timing has to be right, and you have to do things in a certain order once you start getting to the higher levels. And
I'm more along the lines of Mr. Postile. It's Plants vs. Zombies before Plants vs. Zombies. And Timeless Tony, his mom thought it was an X-rated game, so he never got to play it as a kid.
That's hilarious.
That sounds like something Poe would say.
This is a great game, and much to Casey's chagrin, I whooped his butt in the Retro Bliss Ninja contest on this one.
Yeah, he got a very good
whooping. You won.
I beat you by what, like 30,000 points?
I don't think it was that far. We'd have to look.
Yeah, you didn't even hit 100.
I played one game. I needed to practice.
I've got to talk smack because Casey's always Mr. Competition.
So Worm Whomper, yeah, man. If you've never played this game, you've got to try it out. It gets chaotic very quickly. So
and there's some strategies as you lose your corn stalks, just protect one part of it and then go for extra points.
Yeah.
You just kind of camp in front of and protect the one. But Mr. Postile says that Worm Whomper is when you're a teenager. That's 30 minutes before your parents get home from work.
So Worm Whomper, I didn't have as a kid. Love the game. It does make I'm doing my all-time favorite list right now. But Worm Whomper is definitely up there on a modern all-time list. I love Worm Whomper. I wish I had it as a kid.
It's a fantastic game brought to you by Monsanto. And Mr. Baseman says, some Intellivision Gamer, the Intellivision Gamer is.
Exactly.
Just wait till baseball comes up. He mops everybody.
All right.
I'm afraid to even try.
All right. Well, Michael, you're at number 2 now.
I'm at number 2. Number 2 for me is one that I've played on stream a lot. I have loved this game since I first played it. And actually, it was Jeremiah Thomas that introduced me to the 5200 version of the game, which I actually kind of like a little bit more. But this is a fantastic version, and it's the Dreadnought Factor.
Good game.
I love the Dreadnought Factor. It's a shooter, but it's a shooter that requires some strategy. So you've got these big, massive Dreadnought ships that are coming towards the planet, and they're going to, once they get close enough, they're going to shoot it and destroy it, and that's when you lose. You have unlimited lives, but you have to stop these ships before they get into position where they'll blow up the planet. So you can take out their engines, which will stop them.
Slow them down.
You can take out their missile pods so that when they do get close enough to the Earth, they can't destroy it.
I'll be right back,
or
guys.
you can, no worries. Or you can straight up destroy them. Well, you have to destroy them anyway, but you can just try to destroy them right away by blowing up the vents. And they're full of turrets to try to destroy you. They've got little ships that they launch towards you. So my strategy is usually you try to take out, your first run, you try to take out as many turrets as you can and blow up as many engines as you can until
Slow
you've
it
got
down.
the engines all gone, and then you clear out the rest of the turrets. Like, I literally wipe out everything on these ships. And the Intellivision version, I've got a score that would have gotten me a patch on the 5200. I was talking to chat and didn't realize that there was a turret. I was just about to get a patch on the Intellivision version, and I was talking to chat and didn't realize that there was a turret pointed right at me, and it blew me up for my last life when I was just about to blow up the
I
last
hate
dreadnought that
when
would have
that
gotten me that.
happens.
I was
And
watching when you
I
did that.
was kicking myself. So, unfortunately, I have not, and I don't think I've played since that. But it's one of my favorite Intellivision games. I will get a patch score someday. But super fun. I like it a lot.
I have to try that game too. That's a third one that Mike has mentioned that I really haven't tried.
Dreadnought
credit,
Factor
bro.
is a great. It's a great game, but I'm in agreement with what you said originally. I do think the 5200 version's better. So if you've never played the game before, try to play it on that version first, in my opinion. So
they're both great. The Intellivision version is a horizontal shooter. The 5200 version is a vertical shooter. Michael Hayes says you only have 10 lives. Clearly, I've never died more than 10 times, though. I thought you had infinite lives. But and no, I did not mean Star Strike. Sorry, Mr. Baseman.
All right, Brian, number 2, man.
yeah, so my number 2 is Beauty and the Beast, and I played the crap out of this game. I think this was like game number 2 for me, literally on the Intellivision. So I know it's quote unquote a rip off of Donkey Kong, but
I think it's better than Donkey Kong. Or at least right there.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
Beauty and
it's
the Beast.
just a cool concept. I mean, ultimately, you're the guy trying to run up to the beast at the top that has, your girlfriend or whatever, and like I said, you instead of climbing up ladders, you climb up windows, and you got to make sure you jump over the different things that come down, like bats and other like ball things and stuff, and then also there's hearts you can catch, in the process. And it's a neat game. It's one that you can like pick up, play it for like 20 minutes and get through it all, because again it keeps repeating itself, just getting harder, but you can probably get through the whole game in less than 20 minutes once you get the hang of it.
One of the best parts that you never could have known as a kid, but we know now, is the guy at the top kind of looks like Brian from Brian's Man Cave. Totally does.
It does have like a beard or something kind of going on.
Yeah, spoiler alert, I can see what's down below here and going to be brought up later. You'll be able to see it, guys.
All right. Casey.
All right, my number 2, it's been mentioned before, but that's Burger Time for me. Another game I had as a kid, played it all the time. It's my favorite version, even over the arcade. I just love the way it plays. I again, like some other games, I do play Intelligent Vision's hack version most of the time these days, but it's the same game. And I'll show it off here.
It's just different maps.
Yeah.
It's called Super Chef BT.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's what the other one's called.
Technical difficulties.
Somebody
that's what you get for playing a different version. It doesn't like you anymore.
Yeah. What? AC, you've been cheating on me?
So my actual game board slid inside, pushed it back, because I tested this earlier, but it actually, I'm not.
You know what? My copy has the same problem, because I ended up buying a second one because of the fact that
I got to bring this comment up again.
All right.
Oh, he's
so
got to use one of his other 10
reach.
copies.
There we go.
I have a few copies.
A few hundred.
I do have a lot of Burger Time. It just,
Well, and again, if you started with the Intellivision 2, this was your original. This was the packing game with it. So
for part, yeah. It
What
was
a
at one
heck of
time.
a pack-in game, man.
right.
But you get to later levels and it gets very hard. It's all patterns.
That's what she said.
Come
But
on,
yeah.
guys.
Sorry, Phil.
All right.
I looked over and saw Poe.
He's. I thought we banned him.
We didn't ban him, and he hasn't said anything dirty. You blow
No,
cartridges.
no, but he feeds. He feeds us, and then
So that-
some of us take the bait.
The
Feed
trick
me,
to this
Seymour.
is to get them all to follow you in a line, and you can do a lot better that way. If you've got them coming at you from all directions, you won't last very long. But you want
Yeah,
them,
you don't want sausages coming at you from all directions.
Yeah, you want to keep them.
Here we go again.
I'm not
I'm
doing
sorry.
it, Phil. And you need to keep track whether you send them for a ride or you smash them because they come out. They'll either come out from the burger or from the sides. Watch your peppers.
if you've smashed them and the score is on the play field, wherever that score is, that's where they respawn.
Yep.
So that's another thing that people don't always know at first.
Does anybody
This
have
is
a
interesting. This is interesting. This cartridge seems to have this trend of the, with the cartridge itself going back into, or the board, the PCB going back into the cartridge. So, yeah, I don't know how to fix it. I mean, I'm
Unless
guessing
you completely open the cartridge and
Right.
reseat it. There's probably a plastic tab somewhere in there that's broken that allows the.
Yeah, it's glued. And I
PCB
used
to
it when I tested it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a shame.
All right, good choice. Mine was a little lower on the list as far as where I placed it, but it's definitely, like Mike said, in a top 5 situation for a lot of people. My number 2 is Brian's number 2. That is Beauty
Great game.
and the Beast.
See, that's Brian's man cave right at the top there.
Yep. What happens is there's different sections of the skyscraper there, and you have to play in different sections. And as you get higher, the skyscraper is more narrow, so there's less of a play field, and you can jump off of the edge. So you've got to be careful when you're
Jumping
playing.
off the edge is pretty funny, actually. That's a good way to end a game.
If you're going to end the game, but it's a lot of fun. This game was another one of those games that I didn't know much about, and I don't remember. We did eventually put this in the Retro Bliss Ninja competition, but I believe someone had mentioned it and suggested it prior to that, and then when I played it, I'm like, yep, this is definitely a must play for people. So good choice, Brian. Great minds think alike. So there it is. So now we're at number 1. So now everybody gets to choose their number 1.
Before I say my number 1, I do have to give an honorable mention that I brought here, and it is Worm Womper. Worm Womper is a fantastic game. Should it be on my top 5? Maybe. But I really like biplanes, so I think that just bumped it down. So I just wanted to give my little honorable mention before I reveal my really unsurprising first pick, Burger Time.
Nice.
It is. I am one of those people that thinks that this is the best version of Burger Time. I prefer it to the arcade. I like any version of Burger Time, even the 2600 version, which isn't the best, is still fun to play. But this is my favorite version. And like Casey said, I do play the Burger Chef BT or whatever that is, the other levels a little more often than I play the original, but fantastic version of the game. Absolutely fantastic version of the game. And no, Mr. Baseman, Word Fun and Math Fun are not going to be on anybody's list. And if they are, I'm going to boot them from the stream.
Poe is saying Popeye. You didn't pick Popeye. What's up with that?
No, but Beauty and the Beast, you get little hearts coming down.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like Popeye.
Invincible.
Yeah, kind of. All right, Brian, number 1, baby.
Yeah. my number one is Burger Time. Not that that was going to be a surprise.
Yeah.
So, and again, that was my first game with it, and kind of what everyone else is that good. What's so good about this version is that they didn't try to be like the arcade. Like, the core mechanic of run around, eat the hamburger, stay away from the eggs.
It's still Burger Time.
Yeah, it's still Burger Time, but like they knew, like, we can't duplicate the arcade, and why should we try to duplicate the arcade levels? So let's make our own thing with graphics and mazes, or not mazes, but platform levels that that fit the TV screen accordingly. Because and runs at a decent speed. Because when you think about the other ports around this time, like, we won't even talk about the Atari port. That thing, I hate.
It's not a great port
it's
by any
horrible.
stretch. But
then you had the ColecoVision that tried so hard to mimic the arcade maze platform, levels, that it just didn't do a good job at it, and it was slow. Like, it felt slow when you were moving compared to the Intellivision version. And then even with the NES, that is not a good version of the game. Like, I do not enjoy playing the NES version of Burger Time. And but even now today, I will pull out my Intellivision just to play Burger Time. And again, it's a lot of fun. You wouldn't think the IntelliDisc would work great, but it actually does work really well for that game. And again, it was finely tuned for the system. Like, they knew the limitations of it, and they made something perfect from it.
One thing I really like about it is a lot of games that have like ladders like that, you have to be perfectly positioned to go up the ladder.
Yes.
And this one, it gives you just enough leeway that, you have to be at the ladder, but it's not like, oh, you were 1 pixel off, so now you're just standing there.
Yeah. And that's where, again, like, I think they understood the limitations there and how to make things, a little more forgivable when you're using the IntelliDisc. And it just, I can't say enough good things about that game. Like, I'm just really amazed at how well that turned out. So
I am going to make it my mission, and Michael Hayes is going to be my my co-pilot for this. We are going to set Off Grid Arcade up with the Intellivision emulation, so that he can play these games, and because he's got a small space, he's off grid, but if he can just put it on his PC, he's going to enjoy a lot of this Intellivision goodness. And speaking of Michael Hayes, Michael, you are probably the only person I know that likes that game and are actually good at that game.
But he's not trying to insult you or anything.
No, not at all. He's good. Like, okay, so Michael Hayes, little sidetrack here, very short. Michael Hayes is Inti Labs, Inti Labs on Twitch, and he has, like, I watch him sometimes, and he has, but like, if you collect enough channel points, you can force him to play Kool-Aid Man, which is not a great game, or you can force him to play Space Hawk, which is also not a great game. He's good at both of them. Space Hawk, I am terrible at. You like, find a way to screw up asteroids, and Space Hawk did it. Like,
I'd rather play that over Kool-Aid Man, though.
But he's good at both of them. So my only thing at Michael Hayes is he's the only person who likes it, but he's good at these games.
He is a true Intellivision fanatic. He loves the Intellivision.
And Mr. Baseman wants to like Space Hawk. I do too.
I don't. I mean, it's okay. I don't like it.
Well, tell us what you do like. Number one.
Crypto Coffee will never play Intellivision.
I was going to say,
really quick, I got to ask Brian, have you played Super Chef BT?
I have not.
As a Burger Time fan, you need to. It basically starts off with level 1, just like original Burger Time. Then there's 69 or 70 levels, and it does a random. So you never know what you're going to play after level 1. Level 1's always the first level. After that, it's random. Pretty much the same gameplay.
I'll have to try it. Does it work with the back bit?
Yes. It is
Okay.
Intellivision.us. I think it's free these days, but I could be wrong. So my number one,
I think it's free.
it's a game that I played countless times. All of my Atari friends, which was pretty much everyone in the neighborhood.
Never would have guessed this one was coming, Casey.
Right.
We all were at my house playing baseball. We played space games on, and other games at Atari. But when we played baseball, we came to my house, and I've never lost. And it's not just friends from Atari that I've played. I go to PRG every year. I set up a station. We play this game. I need to start practicing because PRG is 3 weeks away. And a lot of the guys won't even play after they saw me annihilate certain people. And I love playing this game. It's quick reactions. It was baseball. I grew up playing baseball. Real baseball. And we played it on Intellivision as well. And it's always been the top of my list. And I don't think it'll ever leave.
Yeah.
I need to start practicing because if Mike beats me, I'll never hear the end of it.
It has been probably 20 years since I played baseball. I am not going to beat you, Casey. Do not worry.
I played the heck out of the M Network version for the 2600 back in the day because I didn't have it in television. And it itself was a much better offering than what Atari had for baseball. That Atari baseball was just a piece of junk. But
the original one, yeah.
Yeah, I love this. If this is like the M Network version, if you're at bat and you know what pitches come and you can hit it out almost every time. So I don't know if it's the same.
Style is disappointed that nobody picked Thunder Castle, although there is still one, but I know what Phil's favorite Intellivision game is.
I'll be honest on this one. I've never played Thunder Castle.
Really? It is a fantastic game.
That's where the dragon, you have to avoid the dragon.
That's Dragonfire.
Yeah, no, but isn't there a dragon in Thunder Castle?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and it's a maze game, and there's a dragon, and you have to gather things but avoid the dragon, and the walls grow and disappear, and you got to be careful. It's just I tried when I knew Poe had mentioned something about this game in our Discord, and I'm like, Thunder Castle, I want to check it out. And I tried playing that game, and I know I would do better with patience and time, but I'm like,
the problem for me was just it came out like I don't know, was that the last commercial game or it was close to the last, and it was just at that point I was full-blown NES. I mean, at that point in time, so I just never really experienced any of those last few. Now I did end up picking up Diner just because I got lucky and found it here like a few years ago.
Which is not cheap.
Right. And I found it for fairly cheap, compared to what it normally goes for. And so I grabbed it, and it's not bad. But I never, like that one in the buggy game, I never got to play the buggy game on Intellivision.
Stadium mud buggies.
Yes.
Not worth playing. Don't worry about it. Gaming Road Warrior, no. Bad. Mr. Baseman says I'm good at hockey. I'm good at a lot of hockey. I haven't played much Intellivision hockey because, again, it's just. But real life hockey, I'm a pretty decent goaltender. Mr. Posthouse says you don't speak baseball when your home team is a Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, the Reds made the postseason. I couldn't believe that, man. Yeah, Pittsburgh
and the Blue Jays won their division. So, Intellivision did sports games rights. Right. I thought there might be at least one sports game on someone's list. And yes, at least everybody here that's a regular knows that Casey's favorite game, the one that he will not let anybody leave the Intellivision booth without playing him at PRGE, is MLB baseball, and everybody humors him.
Yeah, when I saw Burger Time as number 2, I knew what the number 1 was going to be. I knew it. So
it's the only time that he can show dominance, because when he goes home, he's Casey. I'm kidding. All right. My number 1, Ryan just mentioned And I didn't think anybody was ever going to even mention this game until he mentioned this game, and it is
If anybody knows Phil, they should know what game this is.
Diner.
Mhm.
Yep.
What this is, it's a
Mr.
sequel to
Baseman
Burger
called it
Time.
here.
So it's not Burger Time's not my number one, but it's kind of
He-Man.
sort of. It was meant to be the playfield for a He-Man game. The problem was that Intellivision couldn't secure the rights to do a He-Man game, I believe is how the story goes. And so they had this awesome playfield, and they're like, what are we going to do? And someone came up with the ingenious idea to make it into a Burger Time sequel. And so what it is, there's a kitchen at the bottom of the playfield, and there are these meatballs that are placed with, and you're in a kitchen, in a diner, and you have to get the meatballs into the kitchen so they can be cooked. Well, you have, like you do in regular Burger Time, you have all of these, sodas and hot dogs and whatever that you have to deal with before you can get them all done. Now, you can run over your enemies with the meatball for lots of points if you do it right, and you can lure them into certain corners of the playfield and then kick the meatball just right. You can score, like, I think if you get up to 5, there's like 8,000 points just in one hit. So a lot of fun. Peppers do show up. You can pepper your opponent. Peppers do show up from time to time, but it's always when I'm at the bottom of the playfield and they're always at the top.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about that game. It's just like they're not anywhere remotely close, and so you can't get to them. So I don't really count on that a whole lot, but it's fun. And then what happens is after, and there are different kitchen levels. So when you graduate from one level to another, it scrolls. The screen scrolls over, which really looks cool, I think. And the colors are different. So the color change is really cool. And then after, I believe it's 4 levels, I'm not 100% sure about this, you have all these meatballs that are falling down towards the kitchen, and you're at the bottom. And there's certain ones that you can catch for points, but then there's certain ones that you have to avoid, or else you will die and lose a life. And I didn't know about this game, and I was watching Mr. Postyle's channel. If you guys don't know anything about Mr. Postyle, you guys need to look him up on YouTube. He's got a phenomenal channel. He has a lot of fun. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to retro gaming, and he was playing this game, and I'm like, wow, that is cool. I'm going to get me one because I had just gotten an Intellivision. So I go on eBay and I'm looking, and the loose carts, no instructions, no box, nothing. Just the carts were $60.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah, so
he actually kind of answered it there. It is in physical. This was toward the end of
Yep.
the life cycle of the Intellivision, kind of like when the Atari did the Atari 2600 Junior. Intellivision did the same thing with bringing out the Intellivision 3 or something, or they called it something like that, I think. But
Intellivision 3 was a
INTV 3.
thing.
Yeah, wasn't it?
This isn't an official
Yeah,
release. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it is.
No, it is.
It
It
is.
is.
No,
It's
but
semi-rare.
But whenever they brought it out, though, they were literally only releasing like one game a year, I think. So it was literally in those last few years between 86 and 89 that they were releasing some of these games like Diner and that buggy game and stuff. So,
And I'll respond to this one. He-Man on the Intellivision mops the floor with He-Man on the 2600.
It does. It does. There was a He-Man that was ultimately released, but it was a scrolling version, not like one that they were initially going to use this playfield for. So I don't really know how they were going to incorporate He-Man into this playfield, but that was the initial idea.
Yeah.
But I think their misfortune in not being able to do He-Man was actually a happy bonus for a lot of us, because at least for me, because this is my number one. I really enjoy this game a whole lot, and I appreciate Poe showing this on the channel. I wish I had a complete box set, but I don't know how much those run, but I think it's
I have
probably.
a CIB diner.
They're
I
under
don't have the
100.
full 125, but I do have a CIB diner.
I think it's worth at least a couple hundred.
No, they're under 100, Phil.
Are they? You sure?
Yeah, it's not the worst. I've got pricier ones, but
Oh, okay.
But,
Well,
yeah,
anyway.
Michael Hayes kind of answered that in full detail. Because I think
Yeah.
most of those were like re-releases, weren't they? There was only just a few games that were kind of like new, unique ones, like Thunder Castle, the Diner.
There were several.
Was there?
There's
there's
definitely,
several.
you've got Mattel, Intellivision Inc., and then you've got INTV Corp, which a lot of the rare games are INTV Corp.
Yeah.
What's your
Okay,
opinion of Microsurgeon?
120
Casey?
bucks.
It's not a game for me.
Do we want to do one, like, just really quick? One game that you really don't like on the Intellivision, just to kind of for
Sure,
timeless
Donkey
Tony
Kong.
here. So Donkey
That-
Kong for you.
That is the
I'm going to
worst.
say Tron Solar Sailor. That game, just every time I get close to the middle, one of those recognizers throws me back to an outer ring, and I just end up throwing my controller.
So I think Donkey Kong's the absolute worst game. That's
I didn't
just
know any
me.
different. Much like Pac-Man, I was so young, I hadn't played in the arcades yet. So for me, I was opposite. I played those games, and then I played a few years later. I played them in the arcade. I'm like, oh, well, this is better. But I didn't have that. Oh, this sucks.
What do you think, Casey? What's your
Oh boy, I have a lot that I just don't even want to play, like Vectron.
yeah?
There's games that I just don't care to play, and there's some that there's still like maybe 10 or 15 I don't even know how to play. But I'm pretty decent at most of the Intellivision games. It's hard to pick I would say Vectron. I
enough.
don't really care for Microsurgeon. I'd have to look at the list really to.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Camo Ducky, the big draw to Diner, it's kind of Burger Time style gameplay with a twist. And
The music is really good.
Yeah.
There's music in the game, and it's really good too. So it kind of adds to the experience of playing. So
and Mr. Postile has indeed enriched all of our lives. My life is full of more humor now that I know Poe than it was before.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think
All
the
the
appeal of the
Intellivision-
Diner is. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
All
go
the
ahead, go ahead.
INTV Core games, I'd already moved on. Like, I still played my Intellivision console, but I wasn't buying the games. I got the catalogs. I was playing NES, and then right at the end, it was even Genesis, and then, I just wasn't buying those at that time. But I did buy them all when I found eBay in '98.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I think
Brian, go ahead.
No, that's okay. No, real quick thing, because I know we're going over here. Is just again, I think the appeal with Diner was just the fact that it was just a unique type of game, because like no one would have ever thought putting Burger Time characters in a game like that. So and I'm not even sure how they had the license at that point to do that, but I mean they apparently did. But I mean, because again, you can tell when you play the game it was not designed for the Burger Time characters, yet they're in there. So
And
that's
it
just
works.
where, but and it ended
really
up
works.
working, and it actually, and it does work. And I think that's why there's such an appeal to it, because it's not. I mean, it's a sequel, but it's not a sequel at the same time. So
It's a happy accident.
yes, very happy accident. So
Yep. Got to check it out. So, well, I've got to say this. This coming weekend, I will be at the Pittsburgh Gaming Expo along with Brian and Mr. Postile and Dr. Scott. For those of you who watch the channel, know that all these guys. I wish that Casey and Mike could be there, but unfortunately not. But if you're there, I'll be there on Saturday. If you see me there, come say hi. I'd like to say hi to you. But it's going to be a fun time. It's about a 4-hour drive from where I live, and Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Yep.
But
And I'll be
it's-
there the entire time. I actually go on Thursday to set up because I'm going to be there as a guest, setting up my BD Retro Mods experience, which is my free play setup with some unique controllers and stuff. So
Is
yeah.
And
Steven
if
gonna
you're
be there? Are
not-
you guys going to be on that on the live shows?
oh yeah. Yep.
And if
And
you're
I-
not going to that event, I'll be streaming at 2 p.m. on Saturday, both on my channel and on Phil's channel.
Okay. This just in, 4 games into the NFL season, Pittsburgh has clinched the division. So,
Fucking sock 'em.
sorry, I had to talk a little football there.
No, it's stack 'em and whack 'em.
But other than that, Pittsburgh, is it? I don't know if it's at the same place that I saw you there the last time. Isn't it the same place that it was there a couple years ago when you were there, Brian?
I was there last year
At the Monroeville.
Yeah, it's at the
something?
same place. Yeah, it's because there was a possibility of that location like shutting down, but like things changed and they're still there. Yeah, that all got straightened out, I think, last year. So
Okay. There's a
it's
slim
it's a very good
possibility
show.
I might be there on Sunday, but if I am, it'll be early and only for a little bit because I have to drive back home. But I will definitely be there on Saturday, so come say hi, and we will have a good time. Not 100% sure about the podcast next week. We hope to have one, but we will talk about that as the week progresses. And another thing too is, you guys, I'm still dealing with migraines. I'm still dealing with shoulder problems. It's just been crazy. So I appreciate your patience with not streaming every day like I'm used to doing. So hopefully I'll be able to stream. I don't know if I'll be able. If I do it tomorrow, it's going to be late or early because I have PT again, physical therapy for my shoulder. So anyway.
So the
All
answer
right.
is the answer Camo's question real quick, and then we need to sign off. Is just it really depends on the vendors. There's a variety because it's not just video games that are there. They have collectible card games, Dungeons and Dragons, different things. That they do have a variety of vendors, but I'm sure you can definitely find some Intellivision games because I know there was a few vendors last year that was doing like first, second gen stuff. So yeah, I will say one of the big cool things of the Pittsburgh Gaming Expo is they have probably one of the best arcade pinball free play areas that I've seen at any
It was
show.
ginormous 2 years ago. I didn't go
it's-
last year, but
It's
yeah.
crazy how like the support that they get from their community to bring that stuff in, and it's impressive, very impressive.
Yep. So, all right, guys. Hey, thanks, Mr. B. Hopefully I will get better here soon. So with that, you guys have an awesome day, night, I should say. Thank you so much for tuning into the Retro Bliss Rewind podcast, and we will see you next time.